Welcome to my garage and to my Honda CB400 Cafe Racer project. Today I will be continuing on the exhaust. If you haven't seen my previous video where I created the downpipes, don't worry, you don't need to see that really to get anything out of this video, but okay, I'll throw up a link so you can check it out if you would like to. So I have these 38mm pipes coming out from the engine, and I have prepared a 51mm pipe that I'm gonna continue backwards to the muffler. And here I put up a drawing. This is what I'm gonna build today. It seems to be quite simple, and I thought so myself, but it was actually a lot harder than I thought. Well, anyway, so here I prepared some pipe parts, and I have a bit bigger pipe, 42mm, that I want to use for creating a clamp to attach these pieces together. So I will start by cutting the pipe, and I actually forgot to record when I cut away a bigger part in between here, so I cut away almost half a centimeter. And now I'm just welding on some 8mm nuts here. And the bolt I will be using to clamp this together is 6mm, so it just fits inside of this nut. It could actually just have been a small pipe or something, but this was what I had on hand. This is quite hot, so trying not to burn my fingers here. So I just put on a lot of weld, and more weld, and even more weld, and I'm not too concerned about the aesthetics here. This will barely be visible, it's under the engine, but trying to clean away some of the welding and round it off so it looks okay. And then it's time to test it, check if it works as planned. I have some test pipes, so I will fit the pieces together. Yes, put it on the right way. Put in the 6mm bolt and nut, and yeah, it seems to fit. And then comes the challenging part, making these two pipes merge into one. It's called a merge collector. And this 11.3 degrees angle, I've already cut it on the pipes here. That was crucial for me to figure out. So exactly what angle should these pipes be cut at? And here is how I figured it out. I just measured all the pipes. I knew 38mm, and I had 15mm in between of them. And then I made this drawing where I, in red color here, shows the merging part, and I wanted it to be 10 centimeters in length. So let me just remove all the drawings here that are not relevant. So this part is what I'm cutting now, and to get this correct angle that I'm gonna cut off, here in the blue I'm drawing like the pipe as it normally is with 90-degree cuts, and I needed to figure out this angle. And you can see I'm painting this triangle here now in blue color, and I have no measurements on top there. So I figured out that this purple triangle will be the same, will have the same angle. So I just put in the numbers, 20mm and 100mm that I had measured, and I find a right angle triangle calculators. Of course, I don't remember from school how to calculate this, but this reported 11.3 degrees on this angle. So that was what I set my bandsaw to cut these upper and lower angles on the pipe. And when cutting away the middle section, I could just put it directly into the vise on my bandsaw, because this next cut here will be 90-degree compared to the top and bottom section. And here you have the pieces, and then I need to expand this hole where the two 38mm pipes meet and make that 51mm. Now it's time for the first test fitting. First, putting on the clamps, one on each pipe. Getting everything aligned and then testing the merge collector. I want the pipes to start pointing upwards from this position, so I needed to make a small cut, a small angle on the pipe, and I started using my bandsaw, cutting off slightly, some millimeters, but it wasn't easy to get it correctly in the vise, and the good old angle grinder did the job instead. And then it's time to fit it all together, putting on some tack welds. I feel it's safest to do this while it's on the bike, so I can see that the angles and the positioning are correct. And here is the last tack, and then it's just taking everything apart again, so I can do a proper weld all around the clamp. And I will be using my welding positioner for this. I made a separate video if you want to see how I made it. It has been really useful. I use it in a lot of my projects lately, and it makes it a lot easier to do a seamless weld all around. And of course I did the same with both of the pipes. So then it's just putting it back on the bike. Hopefully now everything fits, and it did. And then putting on some new tacks when everything is positioned correctly on the bike, and then finally doing the complete weld. And here you can see the final piece. I did some cleanup on both the inside and outside, and luckily it fits precise. Some persuasion there, but yeah, there you got it. I'm still waiting for the muffler. I ordered one, but it's in shipping. Takes forever. So there will be a part 3 for this exhaust build where I do the rest. For now, I will use this test pipe. Would be nice if could have a short muffler like this. I guess it's not compliant with the regulations when it comes to noise, but yeah, it will do for now. So look out for my third video in this series. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.